welcome to my channel. I am Shaquaon with the Red Locks, and today's video is going to be on none other than how I lay my edges. So if you want to learn how to lay your edges with locks, go ahead and stay tuned. Alright, so the only two things that you need to lay your edges, first thing first, whatever edge control you prefer. If you like to use gel, jam, gorilla snap, whatever works for your edges, that is what you will need. I personally like the Edge Booster, $7.99 at your local beauty supply store. This edge control is from the guys. Holds all day, not too slick. It's perfect. Second thing, whatever tool you use for your edges, I got this at, again, my local beauty supply store, about $2. If you don't want to use this, you can use a rat tail comb, or you can use what my mom used to use when we were in school. My mom would use a toothbrush, y'all. So if you got an old toothbrush that you don't use, let's make this video to do these edges because they're still gonna work the same way. All right, so I like to get my hair out of the way. All right. Don't need to be neat, but I am making a video, so I don't want to look too crazy. Throw that thing up in a bun. All right. My edges are already pulled out, but what you all need to do is brush out your edges that naturally fall, okay? Do not create a part. Most people, they use way too much hair for their edges. It's not what you're supposed to do. Brush out what naturally falls out, okay? Doing your edges, less is best, okay? Say it with me, people. Less is best. Do not create that part that goes all the way back here where your hairline, where you create your own hairline. They make a whole part. It's not what you're supposed to do. Brush out that little hair from your hairline, okay? Now with my edges, I usually do 3 swoops on the side, and then I do that middle swoop. So altogether 7 swoops. The way that I can explain how I do my swoops, if you all, back in the early 2000s, when everybody was wearing those twists with the little bantu knots and the rod set in the back, or if you was wearing that mohawk with the twists and that hump, I know y'all remember it because I do, okay? That's all you're doing, literally. It's the beginning of that twist. So you remember, then you already know how to lay your edges, okay? So you get whatever product you would like to use to lay your edges. I always leave this little middle section last because I don't know which way I would like that swoop to go. I decide at the end to lay in the other 6, okay? So move that middle part out of the way. This will be your first little section. Again, I only do 3 on each side, okay? So you apply your edge control. Make sure all of those hairs are laid down. This little comb piece comes in handy, okay? Because you can just comb that down. Use your middle finger, index finger, whatever feels comfortable for you. I use whichever finger pops up first. So, all right. Brush, swoop, okay? Brush that thing up into that hair or that lock or that bun or whatever hair you got or whatever style you're doing. All you're doing is creating that first piece of that old school twist, okay? Or if you wore swoops, you're doing a swoop, a mini swoop. That's all edges are, mini swoops, okay? Brush, use that finger to slick down the rest. Use this back piece, that comb piece, to get together all of that hair for that particular mini swoops, and brush it into your hair. All right, First, mini swoop number 2. Same thing. Brush that hair down. Swoop it. Use your fingers to follow you. After that brush, finger. Use that back end of that comb to make it precise. I use my finger too to make it more precise. Make sure all of that hair is laid down. No hair left behind. Again, get your edge control. Now with this end piece, if you are a loose natural, most people, because I know I used to do it, I just used to get gel and curl it. Ooh. It ain't curl this time, I guess because I got a little edge control, but do that Penny from, what was she off of? Penny from, what was it? Good Times, Janet Jackson. Go ahead and make that little swoop. I don't do that anymore with locks. I like all of it to be slicked back with my locks, but when I was a loose natural, I used to get me a little hair, twirl that little thing, the bomb. But today, I'm gonna slick it on back for y'all. So, again, we're creating that small swoop, mini swoop. Swooping it back. Use your finger to catch everything that doesn't swoop with the first. Everything that doesn't stick with the first swoop. Use your finger to catch it. Brush it back into your hair. And again, I got on makeup, so hey, it is what it is. Hopefully y'all can see that. First side is done, okay? My edges do look different versus a fresh twist and a no retwist. This retwist is fairly kind of new, so my edges look different. Plus, I did re-dye the front of my hair, so my roots are not black and the edges are a little bit harder to see when I have red edges. But same thing, they look more defined when they are black. I'll make sure I upload a video once my roots grow out of how my edges look, or I'll make sure I post a picture. So again, with the next side, brush that down, leaving your middle section for the end because we don't know which way we want our swoop to go at this moment. So again, we do 3 mini swoops, okay? Brush that edge down. I need a little bit more edge control. Brush that down. Guide your finger, swoop it to the back. Guide that finger, swoop it to the back until it's where you want it to be. If you need to use your comb, or if you're like me and you did your makeup before doing your edges, let's go ahead and blend all that in, okay? Okay. Swoop that thing to the back. Make sure you have enough left out for your second and third swoop. Get your edge control. Go to your next section. Brush it down and swoop. Swoop it again sometimes to get that remaining hair that was left out. Swoop it to the back. That's all you're doing. Creating mini swoops. Get your comb to make that line more crisp, if you would like. For some reason, when I'm doing my edges and I don't have a bonnet on, I always do this. I don't know what that is, but this is what I always do. I always do this to see what I'm working with. And as y'all can see, I'm working with a little something, okay? So if y'all not sure this is how you want your edges to do, grab your hand, put them on your head, pull your hair back, and that's what it's gonna look like if you wear an updo. right now I'm liking it, so I'm gonna stick with it. Okay. Second to the last swoop. Again, if you want to do penny for good times, do penny for good times. Today, she going to the back, okay? That's too much edge control. All right. Brush it down, down. Swoop with the finger in the brush. Swoop again to catch all that extra hair that didn't go with the first swoop. And swoop until you get it to your liking. Go back and fix what you don't if it doesn't look symmetrical on each side. Sometimes they don't, but get it as close as possible. All right, now to the last and final swoop. All right, so I usually play around with it before I add edge control to that particular piece. No stitching, y'all. Okay, so sometimes it may go right here. Sometimes she may go over here. However I'm feeling that day, she gonna go to the left today. All right, get your edge control. Since I did just play around with it, it's kind of already laying to where, in the direction where I need it to go. So go ahead, brush it down. Make sure you get all of that hair. Sometimes you may need to snatch a little strings from the first swoop you did. It's all right. We all one head. All follicles stick together. Okay, so grab that, swoop it. Now with this middle one, this last one, I don't like my swoop all the way down here. I kind of like that last swoop, the middle one, to be low key. Brush that to the back. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Something ain't acting right. Okay. Press it down. Press it down. All right, edges are laid. Get your scarf. Preferably use a silk scarf. I don't like cotton scarves, so silk. Holds less, don't have cotton balls, yeah, so silk. All right, so once you complete your edges, go ahead, tie them down. Again, I am leaving, so not gonna tie them down today, but go ahead, tie them down. If you have a few minutes, extra minutes before you go where you need to go ahead and walk around with your scarf. On the way out the door, go ahead and take that scarf off, or take it off when you get out the car, or getting out the car. Now, once your edges are laid, decide on how you want to show them things off. Sometimes I like to just wear my hair down, middle part, may do side part, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling a ponytail today, half up, half down. So I'm gonna do a half up, half down today. Make sure it look even on each side. That's about the best you're gonna get. Sometimes when I did slick that hair back into the locks, what I like to do is just go ahead and do a soft retwist on that first row of locks, or whichever ones that you would like to do that to retwist. You don't have to do this. This is just what I like to do. do this one. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna do a ponytail. I don't know if I want to do a bun. I think I'm just do a ponytail today for y'all. Or for me, because I'm about to go. So I look childish. Okay, let me see. Ugh. This is why I be late for work. Or late to wherever I'm supposed to be going. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm gonna do a bun. And get your scrunchie. I'm struggling, y'all. I'm struggling. It looks like I'm being rough with my hair, but I am not, people. Okay, get those remaining locks. Ah! Stick them to where they gonna stay. All right, yeah, so this is the final look. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.